Grow by Willow featuring Travis Barker on drums. It's a song I'm talking you through today. Loads to get through in this track. I'm going to be talking through the main sections. We've got the intro, we've got the chorus, we've got verse 1, verse 2, and then the drum fill at the end. And then the rest of it just kind of uses the patterns in them sections. Okay, so once we've covered that, that would be pretty much the whole song. Like all my videos though, if you've liked this video and found it useful, give it a like, let me know your comments, ask me some questions, and if you haven't already subscribed, if you could do that, that will help me out tremendously. So in this tutorial, I'm going to play it up to speed so you can hear exactly what's being played, and then I'm going to go through it slowly, bit by bit, break it down with on-screen notation. So this is my interpretation of this song. Have a listen to this intro. So 4-bar pattern goes like this. So the whole bar slowly does start with a crash. I'm not going to include the crash to start with. I'm just going to play it as a flam. Now flam, I'm playing a flam on the snare high and floor. Flam, both hands together, one slightly in front. Gives it that attacky, beefy kind of in your face kind of sound. I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and I'll do it again. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and then that 4th bar flam on the snare. So let's just break this down. First 2 beats. 1 and 2 and 3. And again, 1 and 2 and 3. One more, go. 1 and 2 and 3. And then we've got the and 4 E and And again, and 4 E and One more time, whole bar, super slow. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and that repeats itself 3 times on the last bar. Flam, rest, rest, rest. So it goes straight to the chorus after the intro. Now we've got a 16-bar pattern here. It starts off with the first 8 bars as a hi-hat, nice and trashy. You know, it's a rocky track, so that open hi-hat gives it that kind of rocky feel to it. On the 9th bar to the end of the 16 bars, it goes to the crash cymbal and adds some extra snare drums. Have a listen to the 16 bars in a row, then I'll break it down. So here we go. Chorus section sounds like this. Okay, so we've got loads of energy here. I'm going to play for the first 8 bars super slow. No crashes, no open hi-hats, just like hi-hat, snare and kick, just so you can see and hear what's going on. 8 bars, here we go. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and third bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4th bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm in fact going to not do the other 4 bars because basically it's the same groove. That main groove goes bass, bass, snare, bass, bass, snare, and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, super slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now what you find here, in fact what you find with most songs, is every 4 or 8 bars you get a little half bar drum fill worth 1 beat, sometimes 2 beats. So on the 4th bar of this section we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and both right left on the snare drum. Then it goes into bar 5 And then on the 8th bar, we've got a drum fill. We've got a flam on beat 3 and a flam on beat 4. Remember, a flam, both hands together, one slightly in front. So beat 3 is going to go 3 and 4 and. So the whole of the 8th bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then it goes to the 9th bar, it goes to the crash here, and the rhythm goes, I'm going to play it as a hi-hat so you can hear what I'm saying and what I'm playing. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's do it again. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so on beat 2, you've got that snare in between that right hand. So from beat 2 to beat 3, 2 and 3, both right, left, right. On the 12th bar, again, like I said about that drum fill that we often have, we've got a 16th note, little drum fill round the kit, snare, high, floor, floor, into the last part of the chorus. So the whole of the 12th bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1. That's a real nice drum fill, quite quick up to speed. Let's do it one more time. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and then you get 13 bars to bar 16, so 13 to the end, same grooves that we've just done, and on that 16th bar we've got some 16th notes on the snare drum on beat 4, bringing you into the next section. So the 16th bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and it's exactly the same as we've just done, snare, high, floor, floor, but on the snare drum. So that shouldn't be too bad. Let's do 16 bars super slow in a row. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and third bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and fourth bar 2 and 3 and 4 and the fifth bar 2 and 3 and 4 and 6th bar 2 and 3 and 4 and 7th bar 2 and 3 and 4 and 8th bar 2 and 3 and 4 and 9th bar 2 and 3 and 4 and 10 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 11 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 12 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 15th bar 2 and 3 and 4 and 16 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're into our verse. Now the verse, again, we've got a 16 bar pattern. It's very, very similar. We've got a few little open hi-hats and a few things that are going to catch us out. Have a listen to the verse. Sounds like this. So let's break this down then. So the first 8 bars goes like this. No crashes, no open hi-hats. It just goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar 2 and 3 and 4 and third bar 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we've already talked about that in the chorus, that little 4 and so that should be fine. The second part, well, the second line to this, so the 5th bar, got an open hi-hat on the and of the 1. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's do that super slow. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you literally will just close it on the snare drum or with the snare drum. The 8th bar, we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now this is where the fun starts, on the 9th bar. To the end of this section, we've got some open hi-hats. We're going to go without the crash. We're just going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So open hi-hat on the end of the 2 and on beat 4. So let's do that slowly, just that 1 bar. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's quite tricky up to speed. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. But you can build that up. On the 16th bar, we've got a lovely drum fill here. We're going to go 1, 2 and then 3 and 4 and into our next section. This can be tricky up to speed. Let's just do that again nice and slow. 3 and 4 and. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. I'm going hand to hand there. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Means I'm enabling my right hand to be free for the next section. Let's do it a little bit quicker. Let's do it twice, but a little bit quicker. 3 and 4 and. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and again 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and next section. Then we get to verse 2. Now verse 2, it's not too bad. We've got 8 bars of like a floor tom rock beat and then 8 bars of a 16th note rhythm. Have a listen to what it sounds like. Goes like this. So my interpretation of this, I'm playing the floor tom with my right hand, left hand snare, 8th notes with that right hand. I'm playing kicks with every right hand apart from beat 2 and beat 4. So the bar slowly goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we do that for 8 bars. When we get to the 9th bar, we've got 16th notes on the hi-hat, hand to hand, which means one hand after the other. This is a little bit tricky. The first 4 16th notes go 1 E and so the kicks with the right hand, 1 E and then we're going to go 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and then 3 E and 4 E and whole bar slowly. 2, 3, go. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and again. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and a little bit quicker. 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and one more. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. It's a little bit tricky. Your left hand, if you just tell yourself don't move that left hand from the hi-hat, it's your right hand that plays that double snare, and when you get it quicker, it will be a bit easier to get your head around that. And then it pretty much just repeats the rhythms that we've done, loads of crashes, might be a couple of extra little fills, but it's all pretty much the same sort of thing. We've covered the bulk of it now. Now we have got a drum fill right at the very end of this song that finishes it off. This is my interpretation of this drum fill. It's quite hard to hear exactly what's being played. Have a listen, sounds like this. Now this last drum fill, it is really tricky to work out exactly what's being played, and I guess it is open for interpretation. I think as long as you're playing a whole bar of 16th notes, it doesn't really matter where you're playing it. You could play it different every time, but it will just sound really, really similar. And up to speed, it is really hard to actually tell the difference. So, you know, literally 1 yander, 2 yander, 3 yander, 4 yander, 1. Let's do a different combination. 1 yander, 2 yander, 3 yander, 4 yander, 1. 1 yander, 2 yander, 3 yander, 4 yander, 1. 1 yander, 2 yander, 3 yander, 4 yander, 1. It's just one of those drum fills where it's just so fast it is quite tricky to work out exactly what's being played, but you get the general idea. And the bulk of this song, in fact, pretty much 98% of this song has been covered, which is kind of what you want. So it is a tricky song, there's loads to this, it's really quick, but yeah, have some fun, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.